Okay, today we'll be opening up this used Motorcraft oil filter, number FL500S. And I got this used Motorcraft oil filter from a very generous viewer whose name is Chris from Charleston, West Virginia. Thanks, Chris. This oil filter was in service for 6,795 miles and came off of his son's 2016 Mustang GT. He upped though with a 5.0 liter V8 engine and 4-speed manual transmission, which now has 179,101 miles. He was using Providence 5W20 full synthetic oil during this period. We'll also look at an oil report for this oil change interval. So let's get started.
You gotta glue the silicone, get nice and tight. Get your end of here, filtration.
Okay, so before we open this filter up, let's take a quick look at it. Date code 907302213. This is a sticker on here. If we look over here, it says majority content made in USA. Okay, and this filter has 7 inlet holes, metal core louvers, the bypass valves right here at the base end, 3 grooves there for threads, and nitro rubber gasket. It's on here pretty good. It's pretty thick also. I'll put the thickness of this gasket up on the screen. It's pretty good. Okay, let's open this filter up. Okay, a little bit of oil, not much. Let's see, put this aside. Yeah, a little bit of oil in there. This is just from the paint slivers from the can, that white there. Check out this anti-jam back valve. Silicone anti-jam back valve. Yeah, that looks good. Moco. Yeah, looks good. Okay, filter element. Okay, this is a glued seam right here. I'll put the number of pleats up on the screen. So get that up close. It's kind of pushed there, but I don't see no tears. A little excess glue. Kind of a little wide gap here. Metal end caps. Bypass valve right here. I was looking at some forums and I seen where they said it was listed at 17 psi, but I would take that as a grain of salt. I'm not sure if that's what it is. But this is a cellulose polyester blend media with a micron rating of 95% for particles greater than 30 microns. Okay, so that all looks good. Stamp leaf spring. Okay, it's got a nice curve to it, so that looks good too. Can. And I see something right there. Otherwise it looks pretty clean in here. I'll put the thickness of this can, the width, and the number of flutes up on the screen. Yeah, that don't look too bad. I'll get this after it dries. I'll touch it with my finger, see if that's if it's gritty or not. Okay. Let's get the width of this filter. Okay, so we got 3.18 minus a tenth of an inch. All right, let me cut this open, squeeze it out, stretch it out, and see what it looks like. Be right back. Okay, and here's this Motorcraft filter all stretched out. And this filter is 47 inches long. Okay, so here's the oil report, and I'm not going to read all this, but basically what it says is it showed 0.5% of fuel in the oil sample. You just say it's a nice report. So if you want to freeze this and read it, go ahead. So let's look at the wear numbers. Okay, so here's the mileage on the oil, mileage on the Mustang, date it was taken. He must have been a little low because he added a half a quart of oil. Okay, so aluminum, 3. The average is 4. Got chromium, 0. Iron, 5. Universal average is 15, so did good on that. Copper was 4. Universal average is 2. 0 on the lead. Tin is 1. 0 on the tin. Moly, 79. And the universal is 100. 0 on the nickel. 1 on the manganese. Silver 0, titanium 0, potassium 1, universal 3, boron 19, universal 81, silicon 9, universal 11, sodium 3, universal 18, calcium 1096, universal 1476, so a little low there. Magnesium 417, universal 488, phosphorus 549, universal 717, zinc 696, universal 810. And let me bring it down a little bit here. Okay, 0 for barium, 1 universal. All right, so that's fine. It's all in spec here. 52.1, that's in spec. 7.9, it's in spec. The flash point was a little bit low. That's because of the fuel that was in there. 0.5 for fuel. And these are all zeros. So that's good. Antifreeze 0, water 0. Insolubles 0.3. That's good. Falls in the spec. TBN 2.5, which is in spec. It's still got some life to it. And let's take a look at the filter. Okay, let's get the thickness of this filter media. 0.97 millimeters thick. Okay, this is the filtering side, back side. And if we take a look at the microscope picture on this filter media, it's pretty clean. There is some small carbon deposits. I actually circled one that's pretty much in the middle. The light doesn't really want to go through, but there isn't really much carbon on the surface. So let's take a look at that picture. So the filter looks like it's doing a pretty good job of filtering. Let's take a look at it up close. So you can see there really isn't much. There's some in between the seams. You can see some carbon and soot. But otherwise there isn't really much. A little bit there. There's no sparklies. I gotta say the seam, when I was cutting it open, it came apart. So I wouldn't go too much farther on this filter. The seam maybe would have came apart eventually. I don't know. Some right here, no carbon. Actually, some of this might be part of the filter when I cut it. It just got in there. Yeah, same thing with this too. Well, that one's smooth, so I don't know. Yeah, what is that anyways? I don't know. It just looks like some dirt. Probably just some carbon. Alright, let's take a look at the rest of the filter components. Okay, so we already went over all of this. The gaskets, the anti-drain back valve, leaf spring. Take a look at the can. I had it sitting like this for a while. You can see some stuff in here. Let me take this. Okay, see, that's a little hard thing in there. See that? I don't know what that is. Carbon, soot. It doesn't feel hard, but it's something that's staying together. It's not like a normal piece of carbon or soot. I don't know. Looks like a little bug. Anyways, let's see this stuff. Yeah, this is all smooth. This ain't it ain't gritty feeling or nothing. Yeah, none of that was, so yeah, that all looks good. And we'll take a look at the louvers. Going off. Yeah, you can see these are all opened up nice. There's no problem there. Yeah. Filter looks like it did a pretty good job. What do you guys think? And again, I want to thank Chris for sending me this Motorcraft oil filter and this oil report. And I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching and take care.